Hey y'all, it is me, Stop Dropping Roll On, and I'm checking in. This is like actually my sixth time trying to make this video. I did it 3 times in the back this morning at 4:45. No, 5:45, excuse me. I got up at 4:45. And then I tried it 2 times on my lunch break, and then I tried it again after my lunch break. But I couldn't, that didn't even go off the ground. And now where I'm at is I'm going to get this done this time. I don't know what my issue is with making videos right now. I was trying to do it in the back, and then I couldn't remember my password. I have a little password book. But, it's kind of like, what in the world, And I didn't have the password book in there with me. And then I realized I didn't write the password down in there. I'm trying to move everything from, like, my old books and stuff over to, like, one little central place for this, for that, and just kind of make it a little bit more streamlined. That's what I've been working on. Streamlined on a whole bunch of different levels. But anyway, I don't know how many times I recounted that I have attempted to do this. But y'all just know that it's been a multiplicity of times. Okay. Whoa. I had some unexpected guests anyway, let me just leave that alone. Which is fine. I mean, and I just mean it because it was really unexpected. Because it was one of my church members, and I saw it yesterday. But I'm gonna tell you, God is something else. I got a check in the mail today. I wasn't expecting that. And then she had forgot. She said, I've been walking around with this for forever, and I guess she forgot to give it to me yesterday. So she brought me a gift card. So I was just like, oh my goodness, and my goodness ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh my is what I should say. And so I was just like, Jesus, thank you so much. And just a lot of stuff been going on. Okay, so when I was up this morning at 4:45, the reason why I was on at 5:45 was to let y'all know I had done my workout. I was also trying to show y'all my experiment that I'm doing for the next 30 days. At first I won't say anything about it. And then it was kind of like, okay, why am I not saying anything about it? It's something I'm doing. Maybe somebody else might be interested in doing it. Maybe. It's not going to be for everybody. You'll know why in a minute. And I don't have you know how you say you don't have no secrets? Well, really and truly, I don't get on here and tell y'all all my business. I mean, that ain't the way that works. You ain't telling me all yours either. Matter of fact, I don't want to know it. But what I'm saying is, y'all know what I'm saying. So I was kind of like, do I talk about it or do I not? Then I was sitting up there, and the Lord was like, it ain't a doggone thing. And the Lord did not say doggone. That's me adding that in. That is new under the sun. Now, that part did come out of the Bible. In Ecclesiastes. Solomon. And it's not. It's just not. I mean, you could think, if you just sit up and think about something, especially if you old enough, like my nephew, he'll come in here, like, he'd been doing some stuff, like some of the stuff these kids is doing. I'm just kind of like, little baby, go sit down. And he loves you, but have a seat with that, because we used to do that. And now, I remember when these kids started with these Chuck Taylors, and now my sister's wearing them. Which I was wanting some Chuck Taylors, but now I'm just done. But they look cute on my sister and my little nieces and stuff, and they was like, oh yeah, ain't TT, ain't Sherry, whatever they calling me that day. Look at these and I was like, baby, I know what those are. And let me tell you, when we was growing up, Chuck Taylors wasn't that wasn't the tennis shoe to be wearing. When you had Chuck Taylors, at that point, the way I remember them, they used to call them playmakers. And that wasn't no good thing, because that meant you people didn't have money. I said, now you got to be standing up there just just throwing money out to have them. But then that was not no status symbol. So they looking at me like, what? And I'm like, honey. And then you just have to tell them everything old is new again. And they doing a bunch of stuff. They quite busy, And so anyway, this my train of thought this morning. Y'all know I can go off on a rabbit trail in a minute, but I'm back in the hunt. I'm back now talking about what I was talking about just a second ago, and I wasn't gonna say anything about it. But if you get an opportunity, look up bone broth. Just look it up. I'm not gonna say anything. Well, I might say a little bit, but I'm just saying look up bone broth. So as I said, it will not be for everybody. People that do not eat meat. Ain't no need looking up bones, because bones ain't in zucchinis, radishes. Let's see, carrots don't have bones. Lettuce, radicchio, any of that. I know some fancy stuff too, but none of that, vegetables and fruits, they just don't have bones. They have cores, but we're not talking about core soup. I'm talking about B to the O to the N to the E soup. Look it up and just look it up. That's what I'm going to say. I am now a bone soup connoisseur. And I started, today was my actual first day of starting it. And you might ask, well, why did she wait till 3 days before Thanksgiving and start all this razzle dazzle? I ain't started 3 days before Thanksgiving. I've been on the lull because life been happening. And then, truth be told, life is going to continue to happen. So what are you doing here? You get up and you keep on going. My problem has not been that I do know how to work out. I know how to eat correctly. I know how to do research on the stuff that I need to do. I know what works for me for the most part and what does not work for me for the most part. I don't know everything. But I do know, and my pastor confirmed this yesterday, is that with consistency, you will always get results. And then he broke it on down and just took the thing down to the bare minimum and said, it doesn't matter whether it's good that you're doing or whether it's bad that you're doing. You will get results if you are consistent. If you're consistent with acting a clown and you constantly, sowing clown seeds, you're going to reap a clown harvest. Fill in the blank for whatever you determine clownship to be. If you are doing good, and if you over here doing and eating right, exercising, like I know all this stuff is in the equation, then guess what? I'm going to reap the benefit of being consistent with whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm saying this for me with hopes that it will help somebody else that's struggling to get back on the punch. I don't want punch. That didn't sound right, because when we was in high school, we used to say punch, and punch meant something totally different. I wasn't drinking when I was in high school. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all that I didn't ever drink a lot, because at one point I did. And I have a bunch of brothers and sisters that have problems with that now. Anyway, punch. Let me go back. But y'all end up learning stuff about me whether you want to or not. And it's okay. That's not a secret. But anywho, I was just sitting up there thinking, before when, I was doing the walking, it got to be where I was almost mechanical. That's not really the way that I want to be about working out. I want to enjoy it. I want to change it up, and I want to keep it moving. I do not want constriction, which I kind of have now on what can be done and what can't be done. There are certain things that before I leave this earth, I am going to do. One of those things happen to be at least 5 burpees in a row. I don't know why I'm obsessed with burpees. I can sit and watch people do burpees. I know that's not normal. Don't write me. Don't call me. Don't even text me if you know how to text me about that. I'm just telling the truth. A burpee obsession is what it's called. I don't even know if that's documented. It's somewhere on the DSM 4R revised, axis or something. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But like I said, that's one thing. But I can't do a burpee right now. The other thing that I want to do is, I don't know if I'll be able to do it, because a couple of years ago, Pierre will tell you, I went in there in that den, and he I had everything ready, and I was getting ready to do that yoga pose where you go up on your head, and this is your brace, and I was ready. And I had been giving it some little trial runs, which he didn't know. And he came in and he was like, "What are you getting ready to do?" He came, I mean, right around the corner, just like that. And, "What are you getting ready to do?" And I said, "Well, it's a little pose that I want to master, yoga." And Pierre, I'm not blaming it on Pierre, because Pierre don't have the power to stop. That was in here. It's your mind. I was getting ready to give it the run, give it a try. And he said, "Just let's not do that right now." He had to look like, "Why use your insurance if you don't need to?" But that's what the look he had. And I was just like, he was like, kind of like, "Come back to me. Don't go that far yet. Let's not do that." And so that is the other thing. Now, I don't know what that yoga thing is called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't have to be up there for 29 million years, but I just remember when I was a kid in elementary school. That's been a while ago. Don't just leave it alone. Just let it pass. And no, elementary school, we had this little exercise where we used to do when we get down on all fours. This was when the tumbling mats, where kids used to really exercise. Tumbling mats. Now, I'm not going to talk about that. But anyway, you get down on all fours, and then you will stack your knees up on your elbows, because your elbows back, kind of like a cricket. And I could do that. I had my little round self, just like a little, like a little Christmas ham on all fours. And I could do it, and they just used to, actually, even at that age, I had amazed myself that I could do that. But anytime we had to do that particular maneuver, I think my gym teacher might have been amazed too. Because y'all, I was a little butterball. I got the pictures. Anyway, I ain't going to talk about that. But anyway, I got my exercise in this morning. The other thing that I want to talk about was, and I did, bone soup. Nothing new under the sun. We want to talk about that too, okay? So if you're going to share something, know that it's probably somebody out there already that has already done it. Take that little thing off of it. Because I don't never look on YouTube to see, well, did somebody already put this video up? I'm really not concerned about that. Because it's always going to be just like me. Click on something. Oh, I didn't know that was what? And just be sitting up finding stuff. It's not anything new. It's just new to me. So maybe me talking about bone soup will spur somebody to look at it and see what you think about it. But just think cartilage, chondroitin, glucosamine, grass-fed, what you need, organic. Go there, because this here you do want to do that. Skin, hair, and nails. Just look it up and see what you think. If you look it up, write something in the bottom and let me know you looked it up, okay? And what you think about it. But I've already made mine, and I've already started, because I want to see what it is. And not what it is, I know what it is, but how it's going to affect me. I'm thinking 30 days, but I'm really actually thinking that I'm going to be feeling the difference even before then, to be totally honest. I told you I got my workout in. What I did was, my will was I wanted to do something with the kettlebell. But that's not what I was told to do. But you know how you be hard-headed and you always trying to do what you want to do. So when I got back there, I realized I had the wrong video. And so I ended up having to come back this way. And then that push, get on the treadmill and walk like I told you to begin with. I got on the treadmill, put the incline on 5%, and I walked, okay? You go slow when you have an incline, so I did 2.9 miles per hour. Y'all, it was a good little workout, too. I need to stop being hard-headed. Anywho, that is it. I want to check in, let y'all know I did my workout, let y'all know about the bone soup. Ain't nothing new. Y'all gonna find out what bone soup really stands for. But, yeah, look it up and let me know what you think. I'll be checking back in again, and everything is liable to be tomorrow. But I will be talking to y'all again.